Alright, precursor. This is going to be a fairly long video. Alright, so the first question from the Q&A is from Anthony Z. Rosales, I'm guessing, or something like that. Anyway, he says, what's your highest you've ever jumped in pole vault before? And that's 1510 3/4. It's 485 in meters. The next question will be from Gavin Hagelin. My buddy Gavin Hagelin. Oh, this one's actually kind of funny. He wants me to explain what my sign-off "Slow Down, Don't Dance So Fast" is from. And it's actually from a book called The 4-Hour Workweek. And if you haven't read the book, it's in the description down below. You should go check it out. But it's a poem by David L. Weatherford. And it just talks about like how you should enjoy life, and he kind of relates it to like slowing down during a song. So like if you're dancing and you're dancing really fast and you're not paying attention to the song, you're not going to realize how beautiful the song is until it's over. And so he's saying like slow down in life and don't do things so rapidly that you don't like take the time to recognize the beauty of actually life. So it's like, it says slow down, don't dance so fast, but it really means like slow down, enjoy life, enjoy every moment that you can. It's kind of cool. And he called me home slice, so that's even cooler. The next one is from, his Instagram is I am Chope, CHOPE, and he says, how many decathlons, pentathlons do you compete in a year? So we don't actually do the pentathlon, that's for girls indoors. We do the heptathlon indoors, which is 7 events, decathlon outdoors, which is 10 events. You got that one right. So outdoors, I do about 5 decathlons a year. So I do my qualifier for NCAA's, Pac-12, NCAA's, USA's, and then a post like international meet, which is usually the Thorpe Cup, which is probably the most fun event that I've ever been to. Oh, and then for indoors, I basically will do 3 this year. So first chance qualifier, MPSF championships, and then the NCAA's. So hopefully the first chance qualifier didn't go too well. Hopefully MPSF, which is actually today, goes well, and then NCAA's will go well. By the way, we're at 835 subscribers right now. You guys are doing great. Really wish we would have gotten to 1,000, but I'm doing the Q&A anyways because you guys deserve it. I'm just not doing the celebration. When we hit 1,000, I will do a celebration, and it will be dope. So we're going to start with the first video where I asked you guys to comment what you guys were thinking, or like what you guys wanted to know. And we'll start at the bottom and work our way to the top of the comments, and then we'll go to the next video, and next video, and next video, and hopefully we have a decent Q&A. Alright, first question from Spencer Distance Man. Do you enjoy your days in Oregon? Yes, I enjoy my days in Oregon. I love Oregon. As a state, I think it's probably the best state in all of the United States, in all of the states in the world. Huge fan of Oregon, love it. Probably won't ever move out, and if I do, I'll probably come right back because I just love it here. It's great. I mean, I'm in Washington right now, but I love it in Oregon. I love it in Eugene. Bend's probably my favorite city ever, and that's where I grew up. And it's not just because that's where I grew up, it's just, it's that nice. What's my favorite food? My favorite food as of late has been chicken pad thai. Big fan of it, but my favorite food all time is just beans, cheese, and rice on a burrito. You can't beat it, and if you have good hot sauce like my mom's, then it's unmatched. It's so good. Oh, and that question was by Orion M. Thanks, Orion M. Sorry if I butcher this, but Efstratios Papas. What is your favorite major, and what led you to decide it? So when I came to college, what is your favorite major? What is your major, and what led you to decide it? When I came to college, I actually wanted to be in like the physical therapy department and work in kinesiology and do all that fun stuff. But I found out really fast that I hated chemistry, and so I actually didn't take any more chemistry classes and kind of dropped that major and dropped that little dream and found like the business side of things. And when I got my business degree, or when I get my business degree this next, or the end of this term, I kind of just decided it because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I really didn't find out that I liked photojournalism and photo and video and all that stuff until my senior year when I started doing this vlog. And so I kind of decided on going on the business route because I felt like it was something that could give me a jump start into any kind of corporation that I wanted to get into. And that's why I chose business. William Drexel asks, have you any advice for obtaining track scholarships? I would say that you just have to contact as many coaches as possible. Like literally get out there, reach coaches, talk to them, say like this is what I do, this is what I want to do, these are my goals, this is what I plan on doing, that kind of thing. And if they get back to you, then they get back to you. Probably the largest like factor into that is going to be your grades. And so coming out of high school, you really got to work hard in the classroom as well as on the track, because if you have good grades, it shows the coach that like you're willing to work hard, you're willing to succeed, and they don't want to hire, well, basically they're hiring an athlete that is going to like flunk out of school and not be able to compete. So the easiest way to get a scholarship is to have really good grades and be a good runner. The hardest way is to have really crappy grades and be a fantastic runner or be an average runner. Anyway, so I would get in touch with as many coaches as you possibly can, even if they're universities that you don't even think that you could possibly go to. Get in touch with them, say, hey, what's up? I don't care if you bombard coaches with emails, you can say it was my fault, but you gotta get your name out there. Be persistent, but don't be annoying. That's another thing. And run fast. It's hard to just tell you guys to run fast, but if you're trying to get a track scholarship, you gotta run fast. It's track, and there is no, like, I don't know, there is a work ethic that you kind of can base things off of, but you really just have to, in the bottom line, run fast. Next question, Rhino Moore. Why did you choose Oregon? Because I probably had other scholarship offers, and honestly, coming out of high school, I wasn't the best, but I wasn't the worst. So I didn't have a ton of scholarship offers. I did have one to Boise State. I had a couple to like smaller schools, but I'm from Oregon, and we ran our state track meets at Hayward Field, and once you've run on Hayward Field, you kind of want to get back there. It's a pretty magical place, and I don't regret my decision at all. I love the athletes that I compete with, and I love my coach. It's just an all-around, for me, it was the best school, best fit, big fan. Next question from Awesome OG, spelled AWSME, and then capital OG. Where did you live before you went to Oregon? I lived in Bend, Oregon. It's like 2 hours east of Eugene. Next, do you get all your Oregon gear for free? Yes. Well, I mean, not for free. I'm on the track team. I still have to pay tuition, but like I don't have to buy my gear. Like we get this, we get all my shoes, get backpacks, get spikes, get a bunch of clothes, more clothes than I'll ever need. We get it. Peter McGowan asks, do you hang out with a lot of other track people, or do you just hang out with Devin? Maybe Hannah Cunliffe? Question mark. Yes, I hang out with Hannah every once in a while. Really cool person. Nice, like, yeah, she's really awesome. Good person. Really, really fast. Crazy fast athlete. Anyway, I do hang out with Devin a lot, particularly because he's my roommate. I hang out with Cole and Ben and Devin and Ben. That's 2 Bens, Ben Milligan, Ben Thiel, and all those guys. We kind of hang out with our little clique and little group, but I'm not saying that I'm not friends with everyone on the team. I probably know every single person on the team, try and make an effort to say hi to every single person that I see. I know every single person on the team by name. Yeah, I'm usually a pretty friendly person when it comes to people on the team. So I try and hang out with everybody. So yes, I know Hannah, yes, I know Deja, yes, I know all the super fast girl sprinters, and yes, I know all the fast boys. So I know like Edward, and I know Marcus, and I know all those guys. So we'll get to that. My boy, the day one homie, EDGAA. Don't know your actual name, sorry bud, but he's been around since day one, commenting on all the videos. Cool kid. He asks, what is your 1500 time personal best? And I think it's like 4:38, and it was actually when I ran it in high school, and I ran it in regular trainers, which was kind of crazy. Never ran in spikes. It was more like a gutsy race back then, and I haven't run faster since. I haven't run faster since I've been in college. But I also put on a decent amount of weight. Woo! Getting big. he asks, how do you think your growth on your channel occurred? And I think it was just that one video of the gear Oregon track and field athletes get. It has like 10,000 views right now, which is mind-boggling to me that 10,000 people watch me just go through my closet and clean it out. But yeah, I think that's where most of the growth comes from. Michael Soto asks, why did you choose to be a decathlete and what is your best event? I chose to be a decathlete because I wanted to go to college for a sport. I could have gone for basketball, but I chose track instead because I was better at it. I couldn't go to college in just an individual event. I wasn't necessarily good enough to go at the level that I wanted to go to. So I chose the decathlon because I'm like decent at all the events, but I'm not good at a single one. So like a common phrase for decathletes is jack of all trades, masters of none, which I love. It's one of my favorite sayings. And yeah, so I chose the decathlon because it was the easiest for me to do. And also Ashton Eaton, I don't know if you know him, but if you follow my channel you should probably know him. If you don't know him, you should probably just unsubscribe now, but he is the world record holder in the decathlon and really cool guy. And he went to my high school, so that opened the gates to the decathlon. What is your favorite video on your channel? I don't know, my favorite video on my channel, not because of the editing or anything, is probably Devin's tattoo. Just because that's like a huge moment for any track and field athlete, any athlete ever, is to get the Olympic rings tattooed on your body somewhere, because that means that you went to the Olympics, you were part of that experience, and it's unmatched by anything. It's like the epitome of all sports is the Olympics, and I was actually part of him getting that tattoo. I was there, I watched the whole thing happen, met his tattoo artist, all that stuff. Super cool guy. Yeah, that's probably my favorite video just because of the memory, not because of like the editing or anything like that. Logan Anguseth? Sorry, Logan. How did you get the opportunity to compete at a highly competitive D1 school like Oregon, and what was the process like? So, without going too far into detail, so when I first started talking to schools, I was talking like small level, like small D1 schools, or like D2, D3 schools, which by no means are bad. If you like running track, then oftentimes those can be the better schools for you, especially if you get along with the coach. I got in contact with the Oregon coach, said these were my marks, this is kind of thing that I was doing. You're about to get interrupted. Alright, Cole just came in, so if you hear a noise, it's Cole. Anyway, back to the question from Logan Anguseth. So I basically just got in touch with my coach now, Jamie Cook, and he said, hey, this is what you need to do, and I went out and tried to do that. It wasn't my best competitions, but I didn't do bad. I was like 4th and 5th in junior nationals, and that was kind of what got me looked at by colleges, I guess. But I never had like crazy offers. I just chose Oregon because I really enjoyed the coach, and I enjoyed the athletes I was going to be competing with, and I felt like it was the best school for me. And I was from Oregon and loved Hayward Field. So next question is from Peter Adams. He asked if I could show like more of my practices, and I will. And if I could show throwing javelin, and I will, but we don't throw it indoors, so we don't practice it indoors. What is my best event? That's a hard one because I don't actually have like a best event. One of my favorite events is long jump. I really actually like to throw the javelin. I learned that was probably the first event I ever did in track and field, was the javelin, just because my sister threw it, so I kind of picked up on it then. Outside of just like sprinting, everyone sprints first. Track Life 1 outran you asks, can you backflip? And funny story about this one. Yes, I can backflip. There's a video of me doing a backflip on my Facebook page. I think it's linked down below, like the Facebook page, so you can go check that out. But the funny thing is, I could do a backflip and then I can't anymore, like flat ground back tuck. I can't anymore because we were at a football game. I didn't play football in high school, and everyone started chanting backflip, backflip, backflip. So I get down on the track in front of everyone, try and do a backflip, and completely just land on my face. It was pretty embarrassing, and I haven't been able to do a back tuck since, unless it's on like a mat or something. Next question from TZ asks, what school would you have gone to if not Oregon? And that probably would have been Boise State. And my favorite teammate, I don't really have one. I'm friends with kind of everybody. And least favorite event in the deck, either discus or the 1500. 1500 is probably my least favorite event because I'm not the best distance runner, but I want to be better at it. The discus is just the most challenging event for me. I just don't understand why I can't throw it far. Like, I'm decently strong. It's just technical. It's a really technical event, and for some reason I can't pick it up. Next question from Eric Burton. Who is your favorite YouTuber and why did you start vlogging? One of my best or favorite questions. As of right now, I've been watching a lot of Austin Augie. He's a BMX rider out of New York. Started in LA, that kind of thing. Anyway, super cool guy. My favorite YouTuber ever is probably Casey Neistat. Of course, that's why I kind of started vlogging, was I saw him doing it and I thought it would be fun. I've always had a camera around and I've always liked taking photos and stuff. I found out that I like video and was better at video, so I figured it would be cool to take video of my daily life. And Casey kind of did that and made these sick videos. And if you don't know who Casey Neistat is, you should go check out his channel. He has like 6 million followers or something like that, but crazy cool dude. And he makes sick videos. So go check out Casey Neistat. That's kind of why I started. Scarbot asks, did you vault in high school and do you think you will compete in the Olympics sometime? So did I vault in high school? Yes, because I did decathlons in high school. I didn't vault, just like open meets I didn't do vault because I wasn't very good at it. I think my PR in high school was like 12 feet, maybe 10.6, I don't remember exactly. And then do I think that I'll ever compete in the Olympics? Yes. I think that in the decathlon, if I continue to train, I will compete in the Olympics someday, or I hope to compete in the Olympics someday. Let me change that. I hope to compete in the Olympics someday. I can't say that I will because I don't know what my future is going to hold because I don't have a crystal ball. Aussie Lion asks, what other sports did you play when you were younger and what is your least favorite event that you've ever done? Okay. What sports did I play when I was younger? I played basketball and that was probably my favorite sport and probably is still my favorite sport, but I chose to do track because I could go to bigger schools and be more successful in track. I was actually like a McDonald's All-American nominee in high school for basketball. Like, by no means was I bad at basketball. I was actually like pretty good. Not to float my own boat, but I was actually pretty good. And I really enjoyed playing basketball. Still really enjoy playing basketball. By far my favorite sport. But I'm better at track and I love track. Least favorite event that I've ever done was we did a 600 meter time trial indoors, and that is just, that's awful. We did a 4x8 relay, that was pretty bad, but like in a 4x8 relay you have other people to like endure the pain with you because you're on a relay team. So to do just the 600 was a tough one. Cameron Spence, what is your 800 meter PB? I think it's like 2:03. William Morales asks, is it a goal for you to go to the Olympics, go pro, or are you just ending your athletic career after college? Yes, it is my goal to go to the Olympics. Yes, it is my goal to go pro. If I get the opportunity, of course, I will capitalize on it. I placed 7th at the Olympic trials, so I should, I want to continue to do better and better and better and better and better. If that opportunity presents itself, I'll capitalize on it 100%. Next question, Cassidy West says, what is your least favorite event to practice and why? Least favorite event to practice is probably the 400 because our training is very hard and oftentimes I end up puking and it's not very much fun. But that being said, I love the 400 because it turns into like this all gut race, and if you can sprint in the last like 25 meters, you'll do well. Next question, Blake Gilmore asks, how did you get into Oregon and what times do most sprinters run to get recognized by Oregon Scouts? Are you on a full ride? What is your major? What is your GPA and test score going into Oregon? Holy smokes, that's a lot of questions. So first, how did I get into Oregon? I already kind of explained that. What times do most sprinters run to get recognized by Oregon? And I would say like if you run 10.6 something in high school or like 20 point something in high school, like 20 point something in high school would be great. 21 low would be great. 400 if you run like 47s or 46s, you'll probably get recognized. But also Oregon doesn't have like scouts. You kind of have to reach out and like get in touch with everybody. Are you on a full ride? No. What is your major? Right now it's applied economics and business. What was your GPA and test score going into Oregon? I don't remember what my test scores were, but I had like a 3.5 GPA. Richard Blancas asks, what events outside from your track and field events would you like to try that you have never done? I've basically done most of the events because I'm a decathlete. I'd like to try, I want to say I'd like to try steeplechase, but I don't want to run that far. Someday I will do a marathon and a half marathon, just because that's something that I need to do, just because like, I don't know, it's something I need to do in my life. So eventually I will try those events. I don't know if that actually counts. Gumbino PVE asks, what is your typical warm-up specifically for jumps? And we do the same warm-up for jumps and sprints. We do like a regular sprint warm-up, and then we do some skips, and then we kind of do a couple like short approach long jumps, and then a couple of like standing long jumps, I guess you could say. Next, same girl asks, do you drink coffee on meet days? Yes, I drink coffee every single day. I'm drinking coffee this morning. And today is a meet day. So we actually leave in 2.5 hours to the meet. And I'm drinking coffee, yes. I love coffee. Keeps me energized. For the first couple of events, I'm freaking juiced, and then I kind of mellow out for the high jump because you don't want to be too juiced in the high jump. Caleb Easton asks, what made you choose Oregon? I chose Oregon because it was my favorite school and where I wanted to go when I was younger, because I'd run at Hayward Field before. And if you've never run at Hayward Field, when you get older, or when you can, seriously make the trip to just run at Hayward Field. It is a magical place, and they talk about Hayward Magic, but it is actually a thing. It's the epitome of track and field in the United States. It's probably the epitome of track and field in the world. It's an insane place to run, and that kind of made me want to go to Oregon. Plus, I love the coach and I love the friends that I've met here. When did you discover you wanted to be a decathlete? That was my junior year of high school, and I tried my first one, got second to last place. My next one, I practiced a little bit more and got I actually won the regional meet, then I went to nationals. So I figured, hey, I'm decent at this, might as well keep doing it. What is your best event and best score in the decathlon? My best event in the decathlon, like I said, I don't really have a best event. I'm kind of average at most of them. What is your best score in the decathlon? So Austin West, my best score in the decathlon is 77.85. I had to look it up, I don't remember. Beckett Caro says, what are your PBs in each event? And honestly, I don't know, and I apologize, I don't want to take the time to look it up. So you can search it online though, on TFRS, or like just search Olympic trials results and you can basically find all my PRs. So Kyle Griffith asks, what's the difference between running at high school and running at a Division I level at in a major conference? And I would basically just say like the fact that you train just for one event, or like you train strictly for whatever you're gonna do all the time. Like you don't play basketball, you don't do other stuff, and you don't have to take up a huge part of your day just to go to school. You kind of just set like what your classes are, and you have the rest of the day for practice or workouts or that kind of thing. So it's strictly tailored to be the best athlete that you can be, or be the best in whatever event you're doing. Next question. Austin Torres asks, are you going to compete in the Oregon Twilight this year? And I hopefully will be there because it's going to be our senior night, but I most likely will not be competing. Actually, I know I won't be competing because it is the same weekend as Pac-12 multis. So if you actually wanted to watch me compete, you could go to Corvallis and watch the Pac-12 multi. So that'd be kind of cool. Next question from D Spinnin says, how was your recruiting process? And honestly, it was pretty short. I only went on 2 recruiting visits. I went to Boise State, and I'm kind of glad I didn't go there because the coach that was recruiting me actually like left the year that I would have been there, so that would have been bad. But also, I came to Oregon and kind of fell in love with everything here, and I already knew what I wanted to do. and like I'd been there before, so it was kind of like a perfect fit for me. Next question from my boy Simon, or Simone.
Simone!
He says, "Hello Mitch, what is your life motto? And thank you for your vlogs." Honestly, I don't have a life motto. Grip it and rip it. Next question from, sorry if I butcher your name, Kyle Winters, Chaio, Kyle Winters. Do you plan on pursuing track after college? Yes, I do. Yes, going pro is my goal. I would love to go pro if I get the opportunity. Of course, I will capitalize on it. Would I still do track even if I didn't become a professional? Probably not. I might still like coach track, and maybe I'll compete if I'm not a pro, but hopefully I'll pick up at least some sponsorship. Next question is from Aiden Hamilton. How did you become a decathlete at Oregon? I've kind of answered that question throughout the whole thing, but you still get a shout out, Aiden. So the next question is from Corey Carvelli, and he's asking why I started the vlog and do I have any advice for him starting his own vlog. And I would say, like, just go for it. You kind of just got to jump right in, and you'll learn how to like record video and edit everything as you go. But you got to start somewhere, so you might as well start just jumping into the fire. It's become kind of my daily routine, and it's actually pretty fun. I really enjoy doing it, and if you like video and stuff and you like editing, it might be the thing for you. Alright, so next question is from Anthony Johnson. He asks, is there any way to find out what standards are to vault at Oregon? Cole, what did you vault in high school?
16.8. No, 16. Yeah, 16.8.
So if you can vault somewhere around 16.8 in high school, you're probably golden. And if you're like 6'3" and yacked. Alright, next question is from Bradley Brodsky. Sick last name, Brodsky. Do you think you can make an international team at a senior level? Yes, I've already made 2 international teams at a senior level. It's kind of cheating, but it's called the Thorpe Cup, and it's just for decathletes between the United States and Germany. But it is a USA team, and it's probably the most fun meet that I've ever been a part of. By far the most fun meet I've ever been a part of, and you make some friends for life because it's the Decathlon. So I have like German friends that come and hang out in Oregon, and when I go to Germany, I always have like, not that I always go there, but like I have friends that I can stay with and hang out with, and they'll show me around town. The next question is from Frank Very. He asks, what are some tips and pointers to get recruited for track at a collegiate level, and how can I get my foot in the door? First, you just got to get in contact with every single coach that you can and tell them what you do, what your marks are, that kind of thing. Don't lie, because you can always find the actual results online somewhere. But email as many coaches as you can, bombard them with emails, but don't be annoying. Be persistent, but don't be annoying. He actually goes to explain that he has emailed a bunch of coaches with all of his info, and what else can he do to perform, other than perform? Not really anything, you kind of just got to perform. I mean, you can pick up the phone and call somebody. Not often do coaches actually get called because so many people are kind of like shy about actually like talking to somebody on the phone. Next question is from Nick Zandes. Sorry if I pronounced your last name incorrectly, but next question is from Nick, and he asks, how do I do it all? He says that he's a fellow decathlete, and he doesn't understand how I can get everything in. School, track, work, girlfriend, friends, vlogging. I mean, the list goes on. It really doesn't, but how do I find time to get everything in? Honestly, I really don't get everything in on every day. So, of course, I live with my girlfriend, so that one's kind of easy. I don't really work, I kind of just coach, so that goes along with doing track. It's really like something I enjoy doing, so it's not really like working. I just go hang out with the athletes that I coach. School is kind of like, this is my last term, so I don't have a ton of schoolwork all the time, and 2 of my classes are online, so it's not like I'm in the classroom every day. And the classes that I'm in class every day are classes that I really enjoy doing, so it's not like it's taxing for me to go and do the homework for those classes. It's actually kind of fun. And then friends, I live with 2 of my best friends, so that's not very hard. And I don't really play video games anymore, and they play video games a lot. So, and then vlogging, it's like my daily life, so it's not hard to like just carry around the camera. The editing takes forever though. The editing's like 3 hours every day. What is your 1500 meter and 800 meter PB? Says Matthias Flamenco. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But 1500, 438 or 439, 800, 203. Next question from the day one homie. He's been on the channel like basically as long as I've been making videos and commenting stuff, is Elite Productions. And he asks, what are Oregon's walk-on standards? I don't think Oregon actually has walk-on standards. I think that if you come and you try and walk on and you show that you're willing to like work hard and you have decent marks, then oftentimes they'll give you a shot. So close to 1,000 subs. Keep it up. Thanks, buddy. That was Yoshter. Twitch 7523 asks, what are the current 400 meter times on our team? And I think Marcus Chambers has run 40. He ran 46, 49 indoors this year. I'm sure he'll run faster. And he's run 45 point outdoors, so like 45. 5 maybe? I don't know exactly, but he's running the 45s. He's fast. He's really fast. Next question is from RB Reviews, and he asks, he says that this is his first year doing track, and he asks for any advice. And I would say to try as many events as you can, because you never know actually what you're going to be good at. You could be doing hurdles the whole time, when actually your best event is like long jump or like chop it or discus or something. So go out, try every single event you can, enjoy it, try and have as much fun as you can, meet some new friends, and work hard. It'll pay off. It's fun. It's a good thing. All right, and with the last question for today's Q&A from William Morales, he asks, do you know Edward Chesrek and how is he in training? Yes, I know him. He's been on my team for 4 years. Cool kid, very fast. In training, he does crazy workouts and averages crazy times. So the first one that I remember is an 800 workout, and I don't know if he did between 4 and 6 800s, but he averaged 201, which is, I can't even imagine that because I've only run a 203 ever for one, and he's run 201 for up to 6. Next one was 6 400s, and he averaged 52, and that's crazy. Like, that's like 400 runner speed, but for 6 of them. It's loco. Anyway, that's going to end the Q&A for today. Sorry I wasn't in a dope location. Couldn't get up on the roof and didn't really want to travel around Seattle on a meet day. But thank you guys so much for submitting all your questions. Hopefully we'll be at 1,000 subs soon, and we will be able to have a little celebration, which will be kind of fun. But yeah, you guys did great with submitting questions. Kind of a wide diversity of the actual content of the questions. So that was fun, and that's basically going to be the end of the vlog today. So remember, be nice to people, don't hurt yourself, don't hurt others, slow down, don't dance fast. I'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. Okay, bye.